Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. We'll get started. My name is Shoshana Dubow, and I'm the Sales Ops Manager here at Auto LeadStar. We just recently released Auto LeadStar's latest product, SocialAI, and I'm very excited to tell you about it. So in this webinar, we'll talk a little bit about, first, why we created SocialAI, how we see it fitting into your current strategy, and then I'll give you a quick product tour. Now, SocialAI is going to save you and your team tons of time. It'll help you keep your social media pages filled with awesome content with very little effort on your part. And I think you're going to be really excited about it, just like I am. So while SocialAI is very powerful, it's also very simple. So this presentation should be probably about 10 to 15 minutes. Make sure to stay until the end because I'll also give you a code for a special promotion that we're running. And if you have any questions, feel free to submit them through the questions panel, and I'll do my best to answer them at the end. So let's go ahead and jump in. Let's start with SocialAI. What is SocialAI? So this product automatically generates personalized posts for your dealership's Facebook and Twitter pages. It's really hassle-free. The posts are very high quality, and it really helps you keep your pages active and saves you time so that you can focus your resources on other high-value activities. So we'll take a look at the product in just a few minutes, but I wanted to start by telling you a little bit about why we created SocialAI. So let's go over some basic stats about social just to give some context to the product. So first of all, we know that 40% of car buyers and 35% of service customers are using Facebook to read dealership reviews. You know how important reviews are for your business, especially for dealerships, and we see that Facebook is one of the places that people are going to find those reviews. Next, we know that about a quarter of new vehicle purchasers in the US are using Twitter as one of the forms of input to their vehicle purchase decision. Of course, there are so many different forms of input that go into this really important decision, but we see that social media, and specifically Twitter, is one of those forms of input that people are using to make their choice. And finally, 44% of sales customers and 47% of service customers who have a Twitter account actually follow a dealership, and they do so for access to offers and discounts. So while organic content on Facebook and Twitter may not often directly lead to a sale, it's clearly a part of the shopping process for many customers. Now imagine if somebody's interested in your dealership. They come and visit your Facebook page and they see that nothing's been posted for a few weeks. So take a look at this example, right? This is a dealership that posted first on the 24th of May in 2016. The next activity was them retweeting something in April of 2017. That's a very long gap between their posts, right? It's really important to make sure that your pages look alive because you don't want to send the message that your dealership is not active, right? You want your pages to be really happening, filled with buzz, and that way people feel like if they engage with you on social media, there's someone there to answer. If you take a look at this example, on the left, this dealership, Facebook Notes typically replies within a day, and the one on the right typically replies instantly. Now imagine if you were a shopper, which dealership would you want to reach out to? Obviously the one that typically replies instantly, right? This has really important ramifications. You want to give the message that you're available and you're really active. Now in terms of what content to post, you also want your content to be really high quality and varied. So take a look at this dealership example. They're posting some reviews from DealerRater, which is great, but it looks very robotic, right? It's not really attractive, the captions are not exciting, and nothing about this pulls me in to read it. Here's an example of another dealership's Twitter feed, which is active and there's a lot going on, but there are no pictures. Again, as a shopper, this is not going to be exciting to me. And finally, some dealerships post content from their OEM or even have their OEM content pushed right to their page, and that's great, but you don't want this content to be the only thing that you're posting, because that will make your dealership look exactly the same as every other dealer in your OEM, right? These two examples of dealerships are both part of Chevrolet, and they posted the same content, which again is good, but you want to make sure that's not the only content that you're posting. You also don't want to be posting only salesy cars offers. The content should definitely be interesting, and also you want it to appeal to shoppers at different stages of the funnel, right? Some are just starting their shopping process, not really sure what dealership to shop with or what car they're interested in. They just want to get a feel for the dealerships around and build a level of trust. Other shoppers are much further down the funnel, know exactly what they want, are just making some final choices. So you want to make sure that your Facebook and Twitter are really appealing to all those different types of shoppers at all various stages. Now, while you want this organic content to keep your page active, and again, speak to all these different types of shoppers, you really don't want to be focusing a lot of time and resources on posting organic content. You want to be focusing on higher value activities, things like paid ads, other digital campaigns that you're running, and all the things that your team is responsible for. So how do you do this? How do you keep your pages really active with great content without spending a lot of time on it? So that brings us to social AI, okay? The way we think about it is that 70% of the content that you should post on your social pages can be what we call routine content. And that's what social AI can generate automatically for you. So that includes things like reviews, whether it be of your dealership or vehicles, posts about your inventory, offers that you're running, news, whether it's news about the industry or maybe local news about your community. That's the type of content that social AI can provide for you. It can build posts that are completely personalized for your dealership, really high quality, and all different types. Now, I want to confirm that social AI is not meant to be used for all of your social posts, right? Because the other 30% should be more custom content. And that includes things like shopper photos, a picture of a family that just bought a new vehicle from your dealership, looking really happy and excited. Maybe a special event that your dealership is hosting. Live videos of your dealership, right? We know Facebook loves promoting live videos. You can make one maybe of a new car in your inventory or showing off the interior of a vehicle. Those are the kind of custom content posts. So to bring it all together, social AI is pulling that 70% of the routine content for you. So it's right at your fingertips, ready to post. It's high quality. There are endless options. And that way, you're able to spend your resources on creating the custom content that's really highly engaging and on other high value marketing activities, all while you keep your page super active and looking really strong. So also, while social AI is automated, it still has a very human feel. There are caption options that you can pick from. The content is completely personalized for you. So we make sure that you strike the right balance. So now that you know all about why we created social AI, let's go ahead and take a look at the actual product. It takes just a few clicks to sign up. And once you're signed in, your account will look something like this. So in the middle section, you have your feed. These are all the content suggestions that are ready to post. On the left side, you have different filters for the different content types that are available. And on the right is your timeline. And your timeline can show you all of your upcoming posts that you have scheduled. So let's take a deeper look. Let's say you were interested in posting a dealership review. So we can go ahead and look at the reviews available. We pull these from Google and Facebook, and they're only 4- and 5-star reviews. So let's say you find a review you like, you go ahead and click on it. We put all the reviews on really nice backgrounds that look awesome. We even have caption suggestions that are completely personalized. So you can go ahead and choose a caption. You then choose whether you want to post to Facebook or Twitter or both. You can also, by the way, add your own caption if you'd like. And then you choose when to schedule it. So there's a few different options for that. You can either go ahead and post it right now. You can also use the Social AI Smart Schedule feature. And that uses artificial intelligence to figure out the optimal time to post based on your page's engagement. And for here, this tells me that it's April 5th at 1:23 p.m. This is a demo account, so it might not be exactly optimized. And then over here, you can also choose if you want to post at a specific time. Let's say I want to post instead on March 14th at 1:00 p.m. I can go ahead and change that. For this example, let's go ahead and post it right now. There it goes. Now let's take a look at inventory. So this pulls from all the top inventory on your website. So if you want to promote a certain vehicle, you can find it here. We can go and find an example. Let's pick one. Again, different caption options. You can even add more pictures, by the way, if you want, and we'll pull all the different images that are connected to this vehicle on your website, which will turn it into a really nice slideshow. Pick a caption, choose where to post it. Let's go ahead and smart schedule that one. There we go. Super easy. Let's take a look at one more content type together. Let's look at news. So news is really interesting. We can give you both news for your OEM and for your local community. Like we said before, it's important to not only post salesy content, you might want to appeal to different people in your community and their interests. So this looks like an interesting post. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. You can also just check it out from the link itself over here. Choose a caption. Let's say I only want to post this one to Facebook. I can do that too. And we can post it now. Now what's really cool is you can also post custom content from SocialAI. So to do that, you would click over here and create a custom post, all from scratch. You add your own images or videos, add your own caption. Again, choose where to post it and when to post it, and all done. And people love this feature because you can really create all of your posts from one dashboard. There's no need to go back and forth between SocialAI and Facebook or Twitter. Everything is completely in one place. And what's really cool about the timeline is that you can see a really nice overview of what you've posted recently, both for Facebook and Twitter, or again, you can just choose to show one at a time. And that can really show you the gaps, right? The gaps in both the content types that you're posting and also at the time that you're posting. So you can see what's missing and see how you can fill it in. If you have a few dealerships, it's also really easy to manage from within SocialAI. You can go ahead and connect more than one. Right now, I'm only looking at one dealership, but let's say I were to add Shoshana Chevrolet over here. That would show me posts for both, or I can only look at one at a time. So there are a few more content types, but I really encourage you to sign up. We're having a free trial right now, and that way you'll be able to see what your SocialAI account looks like for your dealership and kind of how it fits with your strategy. So in order to sign up, you'll go to autoleadstar.com/socialai. You can go ahead and take a look around, and then when you're ready, click on Try It Free. And that will take you to connect your account. It takes less than a minute. You don't need any credit card. You'll connect your Facebook and if you want your Twitter page to SocialAI. And that way it'll create personalized posts for you. Nothing posted without your permission. You'll be in complete control. And it literally takes less than a minute for you to see your personalized content. I think you'll find that SocialAI makes you significantly more efficient. You'll spend a fraction of the time that you do right now on filling your feeds, and you'll find that the quality of your posts is going to skyrocket. It'll be really high level with tons of variety and posts that look really good for all different types of shoppers. I know that the dealers who are already using SocialAI love it. They say that it makes keeping their pages active just so quick and easy, and that way they can dedicate more time to other valuable activities. It's interesting because some of them sign in every day, and others sign in, once a week and just load up their posts for that entire week. It really depends on what works best for you and your strategy. And I also wanted to mention that we're constantly adding new content types. So we'd love to hear if you have any suggestions for other things you'd like to see. You can email us at socialai@autoleadstar.com. And last but not least, as promised, here is your promo code. It is WEB30. And this code will give you 30% off your first 3 months with SocialAI. Go ahead and write it down. You'll enter it after your trial ends to get this special benefit. So thank you so much for joining us today. I hope that you enjoyed learning about SocialAI. Now we'll take some questions and go ahead and wrap up. Okay. The first question that was asked is about where local news comes from. That's a great question. So we pull local news from Google News, and we do it by your city and state. So it's totally tailored for you. I'll also mention that we do try to filter out quote unquote bad news so that we're only showing you news that you really want to post and share with your audience. And the news is really fresh and relevant. Okay, next question. How often does my feed update? So the feed updates every 24 hours. And it pulls from your top inventory. It'll pull new reviews. So that way when you log in every day, you'll see fresh content that's new to post. Okay, this is a good question. Can independent dealerships use SocialAI? The answer to that question is yes, definitely. Independent dealerships can definitely use the product. The only difference is that the OEM incentives won't be relevant, but there's still plenty of content that's valuable for independent dealerships to post. And if you want, you could also connect SocialAI to a few OEMs, so that way you can post their news and content, and I'll quickly show you how to do that. So within your account, you would go to your dealerships, and that will show you the list of dealerships that are connected to SocialAI. You would click on one, and then that way you can choose the OEM. You can choose as many as you'd like, and that way you'll be able to post all relevant news and content for that specific OEM. Okay, we have one more question, and it's, can I boost posts from SocialAI? That's a great one. I'm glad you asked. At the moment, you can't boost posts from within the SocialAI dashboard, but you can definitely boost the posts that you scheduled on SocialAI. So you'll just have to boost them from within Facebook itself. And we do definitely recommend boosting SocialAI's posts and adding them to your page strategy. And that way you'll really get the most value out of SocialAI and all the posts that it provides you with. Okay, thank you so much for joining us today. Go ahead and start your free trial, start saving some time, and seeing really high value quality posts. I hope you enjoy it. Have a great day.